Hello everyone! In today's video, we'll primarily be compiling the most incredible moments related to natural disasters from around the world. Let's take a look at what has been unfolding globally recently. We hope you have an amazing experience, wishing you all a fantastic day. Now, let's get started. Super Typhoon Yagi made landfall in both Vietnam and China. The storm unleashed powerful winds and heavy, dangerous rainfall. The combination of strong winds and torrential rain forced motorcyclists to stop in the middle of the road. One woman was knocked down by the fierce winds. People struggled to move, and a mother and her child were also toppled over due to the intense gusts. Outdoor objects were sent flying. Numerous chairs were swept away. Additionally, many cars were carried away by the post-storm floodwaters. A landslide occurred in Uttarakhand, northern India, amidst heavy rainfall and landslide warnings in the region. According to reports, there was one fatality in this landslide incident. Natural disasters like landslides can have devastating consequences, and our thoughts go out to those affected. A horrifying moment unfolded as a mountain landslide occurred in Vietnam. It appeared as though an entire mountain collapsed. Some local residents witnessed the disaster, crying out for their loved ones and fleeing to safety. The landslide buried 4 houses under a massive amount of soil and rocks, resulting in 2 fatalities and 4 injuries. 10 vehicles fall into river, 13 people missing as bridge collapses in northern Vietnam. A car dash camera records the moment Phong Chau Bridge collapses. At least 10 vehicles and 2 motorbikes plunged into the Red River when Phong Chau Bridge in the northern province of Vietnam in the morning, amid serious downpours triggered by Super Typhoon Yagi. 4 people were rescued, while at least 13 others are missing. A viral video from China captures the terrifying moment when tourists were swept into the rising waters of the Qiantang River. The footage posted on X, though unverified, appears to show a massive tidal surge engulfing the river, submerging a group of approximately 20 people who were either filming or photographing the incoming wave. Some individuals were carried away by the current, and it remains unclear whether there were casualties. Massive wave wipes out phones of tourists as it sweeps down river. The footage captures an enormous wave on the Qiantang River, approaching a group of enthusiastic filmmakers who were documenting the tidal surge. Unfortunately, they couldn't evade the wave in time and ended up soaked, with some phones possibly swept away. Continuing with images of Super Typhoon Yagi, the wind roared like a hurricane. 2 women struggled to close their window, but the powerful gusts threatened to knock them over. The storm swept through, uprooting trees and even attempting to carry away a parked car. On a high-rise apartment building, residents captured the moment when the typhoon ripped a door. And after the storm passed, heavy rainfall caused the ceiling of an office to collapse. Thousands of ants swarmed and covered a Buddha statue. According to folklore, if you encounter ants climbing high, it might signal heavy rain, a storm, or flooding in the near future. Hero bystander saves elderly woman in wheelchair hurtling down travelator. CCTV footage shows the middle-aged man entering the supermarket when he noticed the wheelchair sliding down the inclined travelator in Seoul, South Korea. While another customer moved aside to avoid being hit, he waited at the grandmother's path so he could save her. The Good Samaritan reached his arms to the woman, accelerating down, and pulled her in a rotating motion to slow the wheelchair down. What do you think about his actions? Leave your comments below. Terrifying plane landing through flood water. A video captured the harrowing moment when a Boeing 737 operated by Fly Dubai had to land through flooded runway water at Dubai International Airport. Terrifying scene. Truck takes a sharp turn, crushing a motorcycle. The video captures a horrifying moment as a truck attempts a sharp turn. From a distance, an overloaded truck navigates the slippery road, causing its rear wheels to skid. Subsequently, the truck's tail collides with the roadside barrier, resulting in the truck overturning and crushing the unfortunate motorcycle that had approached. Continuing with footage of Super Typhoon Yagi making landfall in Vietnam, the powerful winds seemed determined to sweep away everything in their path. An unfortunate car was lifted off the ground. The wind is so strong it could blow you away if you were there. And an entire building lost its outer glass panels. What are your comments and assessments about recent storms? Resilient warship faces, powerful winds, and giant waves. Despite the forceful winds and massive ocean waves, a warship stands firm, continuing its journey. In stark contrast to the warship, this tourist vessel is gradually capsizing under the relentless force of the storm. Nature's power can be both awe-inspiring and perilous. Crane operator rescues worker next to burning high-rise. A major fire broke out in Reading Town Centre, Berkshire, England, leaving a construction worker trapped on a rooftop. Responding to the emergency call, over 50 firefighters rushed to the scene to extinguish the flames. A video from social media captures the moment when a crane lifts the stranded individual from the building's roof, eliciting applause from the crowd below. Crane operator Glenn Edwards described it as a highly perilous rescue due to the swirling winds. The raging fire, which produced an immense plume of black smoke, has now been successfully extinguished by the Royal Berkshire Fire and Rescue Service. Team leader Chris Hearn confirmed that another individual was also rescued using a crane, and thankfully, there were no casualties. CCTV footage captured the moment an underground water reservoir collapsed, resulting in a massive sinkhole right in the middle of a residential area in Houston, Texas. 8 houses had to be evacuated after the appearance of this death trap sinkhole. Amid a life-threatening storm that struck several states across the Midwest United States, a significant portion of a house in Minnesota collapsed into the Blue Earth River near Rapidan. The video captures the moment when the house, perched on an eroded slope, plunged into the water, leaving only a small remnant. Fortunately, the family residing in the house had evacuated before the collapse. A catastrophic landslide triggered by heavy rainfall posed a significant threat to the livelihoods of people in Nepal. The incident occurred in the city of Nagarjun, located in the Kathmandu district. Video depict a large landslide in the valley, with debris visibly cascading dangerously close to a house. On the Tisa River in Hungary, a police boat traveling at high speed collided with a taut cable stretched across the water. The video footage captures the moment when the boat overturned after hitting the cable. Fortunately, the police officer on board managed to swim to safety after the accident. In Alpharetta, Georgia, a driver was astonished when they encountered a blazing mobile food cart hurtling down the highway. Sparks erupted from the driverless cart, creating a fiery inferno as it raced along the road. That's dangerous. Sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. A humorous video captures the moment when an intoxicated father attempts to take a sharp turn while driving a go-kart. Unfortunately, things don't go as planned, and the cart ends up flipping over. Sometimes laughter is the best medicine, even when it comes to go-kart mishaps. A KTM Duke 390 rider and their friend on a Bajaj Pulsar were both navigating a rain-soaked, slippery road. Unfortunately, the Bajaj Pulsar lost traction and toppled over, skidding right in front of the KTM Duke 390. Thanks to the Duke 390's reliable braking system, the rider avoided a collision. A woman was blowing out the candles on her birthday cake when, unfortunately, her hair accidentally touched the flame. Luckily, it was quickly extinguished. This is the end of the video. Don't hesitate to leave your feedback in the comments section so that we can continue improving our content. Farewell for now, and see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching.